brand new edition of Bucks Live Tonight. Tonight we are joined by film professor Ron Feeback. So Ron, when did you realize that you wanted to be in film?
It's a pretty early age. Around 17, I bought my first still camera, and was a Polaroid. And if you guys remember or even heard of them, a Polaroid camera actually developed the picture and also shot the picture, so it didn't have to be processed. It did it all in the camera. And they were relatively inexpensive. The film was expensive, but the cameras were inexpensive, and that's my first camera. And it developed from there.
So what was your first film gig?
First film gig was, I was a cameraman, or camera person, I guess, nowadays, on a feature-length film in Virginia that actually did okay. It was in the early 70s.
So what's your favorite job as a filmmaker?
Camera, for sure. I really enjoy the camera. I enjoy composition, putting the shot together. I enjoy looking through the viewfinder, just kind of focusing on that aspect of the world in that one little frame. So it's kind of neat.
So what made you decide to become a teacher?
It was kind of decided for me. I was working at William & Mary in Virginia, and I was teaching classes, AV classes there, and then I got transferred. I got a new job in the mountains of Virginia, and I was teaching there, and I was teaching video, and they needed somebody to teach still photography because they had a dark room that wasn't being used. So I started, that's where I started teaching it. I actually started teaching it in a continuing education program before it went into a for credit course.
So how many years have you been teaching?
28 altogether, 23 here at Bucks, and the other 5 divided between the 2 schools.
Okay. And we'll be right back after a commercial break. Welcome back. So Ron, what did you enjoy the most about teaching at Bucks?
Teaching at Bucks, I think a lot of it has with the students. Obviously, that's my primary thing that I'm here for. But I think the atmosphere, just in general, it's kind of, I call it like the 2-year Ivy League school, and it's just, you know, it's really rewarding. And it's probably that way with any school and any teaching job, but I find this one the best. I've worked at a lot of places, and this is by far the best job I've ever had.
So why are you retiring now?
I'm retiring now. I guess my age and things are changing. The program of study is changing, and I'm not saying that it's changing probably for the better. You know, it's a necessary change, and I kind of don't want to retrain and start teaching different things. So you know, as long as I can keep my hand in it and teach a class from part-time from time to time, then I'm good.
So what are you going to miss the most about teaching here at Bucks?
I'm going to miss the students, and a lot of it has to do too with the routine, because I kind of look forward to the classes, like when we're doing stuff like today. It's kind of a neat thing to see everybody come together and do something, because everything I teach is group-based, so it's a whole different concept than just a face-to-face classroom where you sit in the class and the teacher's up front constantly. So I like the fact that I can be behind the desk and interact with the students.
Okay, so we were able to follow Ron around on his last couple days here at Bucks, and we have a little clip package of that.
I want to stay with a film project in the beginning with the flatbed. I think that's an important thing, because since they're getting rid of film in film 1, that's going to be your film experience. So. And pretty much what we said when we ran the course, film and then shift over to video.
Now that you are retiring, what are you going to be doing with all your free time?
I have several interests, one of them being photography, obviously, still photography. I still enjoy that, and I'm teaching myself. I've worked in the digital world. I've grown up with it as far as video is concerned, but not so much with film. So I'm teaching myself Photoshop, and we'll probably asking folks for some tutoring on the side, but and I bought a scanner, so I'm going to do a lot of photography. I have a lot of old negatives that I want to scan. That I don't know, and one of the guys that works here suggested I should put up a show because I have a span of about 40 years, 50 years of pictures. So that's my thought, and I want to do some shooting, and then I belong to several organizations like Viewbug and some different sites where you can put your work up, so I'll have an outlet for the work. So I'm going to do that, and I like fly fishing too. So,
All right.
and kicking back.
Okay. Our final question is, what would be your proudest moment as a teacher?
Right now could be my proudest moment. I have so many. It's seeing a group come together and work as a group is really a big deal thing because there are a lot of personalities involved, a lot of different things involved, and this is real world experience. This is kind of the way it is, and that's the platform that I teach from, how it's happening out there. So, proud moment is recently as yesterday, I saw some of my former students graduate from Temple, and that was really cool. So they've gone on to 4-year school. Other proud moments, I have former students that are working in LA successfully. And a lot that aren't, obviously, because it's a big place. But yeah, I have a lot of proud moments.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us tonight, Ron,
Thank you.
and we would like to wish you the best of luck in all your future endeavors.
Thank you.